We acknowledge that Tri-Cities Community Television operates on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. We thank the Coquitlam who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below.
This book is more than just a collection of stories. It's a celebration of resilience, leadership, and the incredible impact of women in our community. As we approach International Women's Day, today serves as a powerful reminder of the strength found in our voices. The 50 remarkable women featured in this book have each walked their own path, overcoming challenges, embracing opportunities, and leading with courage. Their journeys remind us that we lift each other up, we all rise. This incredible project would not have been possible without the two visionary women, Geneviève Kyle-Lefebvre and Cathy Cena. Their dedication to amplifying women's voices and fostering a supportive, empowering community has made Faces Tri-Cities a reality, and we are so grateful for their leadership. And this is just the beginning. If today has inspired you and you have a story to share or know someone who does, Genevieve and Cathy are already preparing the 2026 edition and would love to hear from you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating with us and for supporting this movement of empowerment and connection. Now it is my absolute pleasure to introduce the incredible women behind this project. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Geneviève Kyle-Lefebvre and Cathy Cena.
Congratulations, women. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Angela. What an amazing welcome. Before we get started and get into acknowledging the people that are here, we would love to ask Robin Washell, one of our co-authors, to come up and do the land acknowledgement.
Once again, beyond work, she likes to channel her energy into project that reflects her value, including tracing her Métis ancestry. Come on, please come to the front.
Good afternoon, everyone. Land acknowledgements are expressions of respect, recognizing the enduring connection between Indigenous peoples and their traditional territories. They serve as a reminder of the historical and ongoing relationships Indigenous communities have with the land, fostering awareness and commitment to reconciliation. In Coquitlam, we acknowledge that we are on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. This land, also historically shared with Coast Salish peoples, which include the neighboring Katzie, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Kikite, and Stolo nations. Like the Coast Salish peoples, let us continue to care for these lands that sustain the bear, the river and streams that nourish the salmon, and the skies where eagles and herons soar. Our stewardship ensures the preservation of the natural world for future generations. By acknowledging these truths, we commit to ongoing learning, respect, and the journey toward meaningful reconciliation.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin.
Okay, so it looks like we have some dignitaries in the room, and just so you guys were asking this question, I know, yes, Genevieve and I, we shop at the same store. We are wearing the same dresses, yes we are. It was done on purpose, but just so you guys know, yes, we do, we are wearing the exact same dress. Now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce I'll start with the MPs, go into MLAs, and then city councilors, okay? So we have Member of Parliament Ron McKinnon here, Coquitlam, Port Coquitlam. Just put your hand up and we can applause at the end. We also have MP Bonita Zerillo, Coquitlam, Port Moody, and the villages of Anwar and Belcarra. And MLA Jennifer Blatherwick is here as well. MLA Jody Wickens does send her regrets. We also have city councilors here, Trish Mandero, Steve Kim from Coquitlam, Robert Mazzarolo, Matt, I don't want to screw up your last name, but I interviewed this week, so I should know it, but I don't right now. as well as, of course, last but not least, one of our co-authors, Councillor Teri Towner, is here as well. Thank you so much. Mayor Stewart does send his regrets. And from Port Coquitlam, we have Councillor Nancy Makura, who's also a co-author. Thank you so much for being here. And also, we would like to say that Port Moody is not represented. They do send their regrets. Nay on them. We would also like to acknowledge our King Charles III Coronation Medal recipients who are here, two co-authors. Joanne Duma, where are you, Joanne? Put your hand up. Congratulations. And Candace Noel, where are you in the audience? Congratulations to you too. So thank you so much for attending. I will ask MP Bonita Zerillo just to come up quickly and say a few words. And then MP Ron McKinnon would like to say a few words as well.
So much. Thank you so much, Cathy. It's so nice to be here with all of you here on the unceded traditional territory of the Coquitlam and the shared territories of the Coast Salish. And really, I'm just excited about today. There's a really, really good vibe in the room, and I'm looking around at folks and I think it's almost been 15 years of all of these amazing women that have been crossing my path over the last 15 years, and I just want to thank all of you. So I know there's lots of fun to have. What I wanted to do though was to just give some certificates to Cathy and Geneviève for this amazing project as we approach International Women's Day. And the purple, I should have put the purple on today. It's so important that this kind of stuff is being done, that we are lifting each other up as we move along. So I have our certificate for each of you. Geneviève and Cathy, thank you for the first faces. I also wanted to, I shared with Cathy, I do have some Canada pins directly from Ottawa for our 50 Faces authors. I know it's really a lot of work to do that, so I wanted to gift you that. And then I'm also happy to send certificates if anyone would like to have a certificate from the Member of Parliament for Coquitlam. Please reach out to Cathy or Geneviève. But can I give you these now?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna put it right here, but it's going to.
Yes.
All right.
Our children can see those. All right, and next we have Ron McKinnon. If you'd like to come up and say a few words, that would be great.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations to Genevieve and Cathy for this marvelous undertaking, and congratulations to all the authors as well who have contributed to it. I'm looking forward to reading it. My wife is getting all your signatures, so that I don't think we're going to put on checks later, but it never hurts. I would also like to subscribe to the land acknowledgement. I acknowledge that we are on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish people, particularly the Coquitlam First Nation, and who have stewarded and lived on these lands since times immemorial. It has been my good fortune in my life to be surrounded at all times by very strong women and powerful women, and I feel that way again. So thank you and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ron. Now why? Right, Cathy?
Yes. Why, Genevieve?
I want to know.
Why?
I want to know. Okay, why? Why did we create this book? Where's that come from? Well, if anybody knows me a little bit. You know, you can always call me between midnight and 2 o'clock in the morning. I will be picking up the phone. So one day I was thinking about how can Cathy and I both work with Tri-City Trust Community Television, and we wanted to make this, Jeff's telling us to go to the middle. Okay. Sorry. We wanted to make our work go even further. So we thought, what about underlining or putting forward Women International Day with creating a beautiful book with all local women come together. So I said to Cathy, if we get 25 women, it will be amazing. It will be a splash. It will be fantastic. And we had to do a hard stop at 50. So we want to say first, thank you so much for exceeding our expectation. And it's been so amazing, and we love working with every single one of you. It's been a pleasure. Some of them we help you writing, some of them we help you with photo choices, or oh my gosh, what else did we do, Cathy? So many different things.
There's a lot of things we did behind the scenes, and it's been hours and hours of hard work for sure. When she came to me with the project, I said, you know, it might have legs, let's try it. And yeah, it did have legs. And during a time between sort of October until now, we did sell out the book in December, and that was amazing, get to do something like this over Christmas. So we're incredibly proud of all of you. I hope you're proud of us. But there's a little bit more behind the cover, and I think that Genevieve will speak to the cover because it's so beautiful. This is an amazing artistic work from someone that I'll let Genevieve name a little bit later, but trust me, he's put a lot of work into this too. So it was a triple effort. Yes. But go ahead, talk about the cover, Jen.
Yes, we'll be talking about the cover. So Cathy, yes, if you want to just put it like this, that'd be great. So I don't know what you guys see when you're looking at this, but our inspiration was feminine energy, rainbow color, inclusivity. So that was our inspiration to create the cover of the book, to bring all of us together with all our own personal colors, background, and ethnicity. Diversity. So that was the inspiration behind the book. Of course, when we think about feminine energy, we know the feminine power, it's beautiful and silky and moving, and that's why there's a lot of wave into it. So that was the inspiration. Now, before we go on to this, I want to talk a little bit more, Cathy, about right? Acceleration action. So
That's
this
right.
is,
Get your fists out,
everybody put your arm like this. Where's the photographer? We need some photos. Yes, from the front and from the back. So this is, I want to read it, I want to say it exactly. What it means, imagine a gender equal world, a world free of bias, stereotype, and discrimination. A world that diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where differences is valued and celebrated. Together, we can forge gender equality. Collectively, for Women International Day 2025, and all with accelerated action. Arms. Yes.
Do it all, guys.
We do the strong stable. Let's go and do some pictures here. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, QR code.
Okay, so you guys can open the book, and in the first few pages under the welcome page, just letting you know, there's a QR code. You're probably wondering, well, you know, we asked you guys for everything during the time of filling out the forms, and give me your email address and all of your social medias and your firstborn and your bank account information and like all of the things, you know. So we have created a directory that when you scan that QR code, you will then go, just like that front beautiful frame that you saw with your pictures on it, all of your pictures will be there, and people can click on your email address. They've read your story, they've been inspired by you, you know, and they're going to click on your email or your website. And the reason we did it online is because we wanted to, if things can change, people change, and all of that can be changed in the background. Genevieve and I have autonomy to do all of that now, as opposed to something being printed in a book, and oh gosh, I've changed my email, or now I have a new website, this book is no good anymore. So it's a live document, it lives there, and we will change it for you. Right? Anything else?
Also in that link, you will be able to find a photo gallery from today and from future events, because all those beautiful ladies are now part of a Facebook group. So this doesn't stop here, ladies. So more things are coming. This is a community we created. I think all of us, we all step in to share a story, so we all have something in common. So you have to keep watching the Facebook group. A lot of things will be happening there. And you can also welcome to share your own photos, your own experience of today. Whatever question you have, this is for all of us. And if you want to share us about something you're up to, this is our own group for us to support each other.
So before we get to the little purple bag that you got, Genevieve's going to speak about that. I want to tell you, if the co-authors that are here, or those of you that have bought, can you turn to page 70 in the book, please? Sean, that's your page. I'm going to get a little emotional. I don't know why, because it's just kind of a beautiful thing, we think. But so, as Genevieve said, you know, all of you that are here, you're all from different walks of life. And whether you're young and old and in between and your hair is black, white, it doesn't matter. You know, we had a few ladies that approached us, and Jessica Whiting Hewlett is one of them, and she has a beautiful story, so read hers. But there's a woman that's here who is visually impaired. And of course, she might not be able to read her story. So we asked her, and I didn't ask you this, Sean, but is that your voice? Is that your voice? Okay, thank you for saying that. Her voice is amazing. She did an audio of her voice so that if people scan her QR code on page 70, they can hear her tell her story. And she has a little Braille stickers as well, in case that's her way of signing today. If you would please see her. Can you please put your hand up, Sean, for me? Thank you.
She's right there. Yeah. Okay, everybody.
And if any of you want any audiobooks, I would hire her because her voice is amazing. I worked in radio for many years, and just to listen to her was very, very lovely. So I'll pass it on to you now about the amethyst.
Thank you.
Sorry, Lindsay, we said we wouldn't cry, but we're crying.
No, of course.
Lindsay did our makeup, that's why I mentioned
That's why we're saying that. Okay, so all of you ladies got a little purple bag with a little purple bracelet, right? And the purple bracelets.
Our co-authors did.
All the co-authors got a bracelet like that. So it's a real amethyst stone bracelet. So the amethyst bracelet symbolizes the bond, wisdom, and shared journey between all of us. Amethyst, known for its calm, protection, and spiritual growth, represents the clarity and inspiration. The purple colors, linked to royalty and transformation, reflects the strength of our connection. This bracelet is a timeless memory of creativity, unity, and shared success. So I want to give a round of applause for all the co-authors.
Because of course we are royalty after all, right, Jen?
I hope so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, we're gonna get into some fun stuff. I promise we're not gonna be up here all morning or all afternoon talking. But some of you dropped your little animal cards. I'm not impressed with that. Do you guys have your animal cards, co-authors? And then we'll get into the guests. So who doesn't have an animal card that's a co-author? I lost it. You lost yours? Okay, Lindsay, where are you? Do you have any more? Okay. Hi, Erin. Nice to see you, Erin. Another co-author coming in. Oh, you have a card now. Okay, perfect. All right. So if you're a co-author and you don't have a card, please see Lindsay, okay? And now we're going to be drawing. We're going to be doing a draw. Just a moment. Let me see. What's the reason for this? Oh, yes, I know. We're going to be, there's a lot of things going on. Jen calls it popcorn brain. I've just learned a new thing, popcorn brain.
Okay. Why don't I ask Ron to pick an animal card? Okay. Who has the squirrel or the peacocks? Doesn't matter. Teri.
Okay, well, we didn't want to put you on the spot. You can say no, but I hope you don't. Could you come up to the front, just a couple of minutes, and not, and tell us why
experience, why
yes, your experience and why you decided that you wanted to do the book. And it's really great because you're a city councillor. You can do whatever you want, how you want, when you want. But I was just wondering, like, why did you choose this book? That's so great. Are you crying? Do you have tears too? Okay, good.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a squirrel and a peacock today. But yeah, I was asked to do this book, and at first I was like, I don't have a story to tell, and I declined the opportunity. But then, in our world right now, with political strife and poverty and opioid crisis and affordability crisis and so much uncertainty, and just it seems like every time you turn on the news or open the newspaper, there's something negative. And so I thought, to be able to contribute to something that celebrates positivity and overcoming challenges and showing resilience and just coming together as human beings and supporting each other, I thought, I want to be a part of that. So it was great to be involved, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you, Annie. You can keep your card.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep your card.
Kathy?
Yes, you pick the next one, Teri.
Okay. Okay. Caterpillar or shark?
Who's a shark?
It's a shark.
No? Come on over.
Okay, so what?
Thank you. We'll just
Okay.
put them here. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you.
What's the question?
Tell us about your experience.
I'm paying attention.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. I'm not really versed with the microphone, but here we go. I've done a few of these co-author projects, and this one, I've seen Cathy a lot in different respects and different circles, and I happened to see Cathy at an event, and I went up to her and said, I heard you're doing this co-author project, tell me more about it. And we discussed it, and I told her, I have a story that I would like to share in regards to overcoming some obstacles that I've had with PTSD, as well as brain injury, being a former police officer, and looking forward to what I will do next with, my life. And I think this story, I'm hoping to inspire other people, and I'm wondering if you think that this story would maybe fit within your project called Faces. And I then got to meet the lovely Genevieve, and here I am standing before you today. My experience has been absolutely wonderful, and I was just speaking to your best friend and letting her know that this has been a fantastic book launch, one of the best.
What do you mean her best friend? I thought I was your best friend.
Her other.
We did a pinky over there, pinky, little pinky swear friends forever. Even if I throw her under the bus, come on. Sorry,
I cannot tell a lie. But anyway, my experience has been wonderful, and I'm just so excited to be here and meet the other co-authors, and thank you for letting me be a part of this experience.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take that away. Thank you so much. So, Alistair, where are you? How are we doing with the book sales? We only brought a few here. Do you have some left? 10 left. Okay, 10 left. And it's at $25 on Amazon. They are $29.99, right? Plus tax and shipping if you don't have Prime. Sorry, I don't work for Amazon. I'm just giving you the scoop, okay? Next, thanking our sponsors. Why don't you go ahead?
Sure. Yes, I want to say a big thank you to Ashley Artisan's Kitchen. Where's Ashley? I don't know if you've seen the food, please. A round of applause is actually needed. Thank you so much, Ashley. We can't do it without you, and we love your touch. Because everything you touch and you do is beautiful. Beautiful. Want to also thank you to the Cannoli King for the cake. I don't know if you saw the cake. The book is on the cake. We're so happy to have this beautiful cake today.
Edible. It's edible.
And it's edible, of course. It's edible. Want to say thank you. We want to say thank you to Vivio Flowers for the beautiful flowers arrangement. Tri-Cities Community Television. We have Hussein here and we have Jeff here. We work with them. Can you please also give them a round of applause? They worked so hard. We want to say thank you. And of course, we want to say thank you to the Coquitlam Library for welcoming us today. It's amazing then to have space like this for the community. So thank you. Thank you to them to create those type of spaces for us, for all of us. Okay, so now,
Let's see.
Where
are we at?
We are going to do a group photo, but before anybody move, we are going to we're going to be doing a cake cutting after the photo. So all the author will be welcome to come to the front, and everybody that is a visitor, I guess, please maybe stay sitting down and take lots of pictures, because we need you guys to give us your photos, right? Because we're going to be at the front. All right, and I'll pass you the mic, and the mic, Cathy, to continue explaining what's happening next. We're almost finished, so don't worry.
Yes, what's happening next? Just give us one quick moment here. So, Jen and I decided this year that we would do something pretty cool, and all of you have a black and white ticket. Sorry, the guests have a black and white ticket. As a guest, do you have a black and white ticket? Okay, great. We're ticking a little bit right now because we need to check our phones and see what's going on. But we decided that one guest, whether you're male or female, if you're male and you win, please pass it along to your mother, your sister, your +1, your friend with benefits. I don't really care. You just give it to anybody that you want. Sorry, she didn't know that part. She's like, last night, she's like, let's go through everything. Oh no, I'm just good. I'll just do impromptu. Don't worry. She wanted to monitor my language. Anyway, so we are going to choose one person here will win a spot in the book for 2026. Right, Jen?
That's right.
Okay, so who's going to pick it? Nancy, you're right here. You pick it because you can't win.
No, I'll go.
Okay, yeah, stay there because you have a boot on.
All right, Cathy.
Okay. Oh, mon Dieu. Where's the glasses? This is 54, you guys. And I'm proud of it. It's not a complaint. 399-764. You have to be here to win. 76456. Who is it?
Oh, there we go. It's Isabel's husband.
Isabel's husband. So
don't pass it to your mom or...
Well,
yeah.
We hope so. You don't have anybody that's a significant other. Oh, that'd be bad. Isabel. All right, you can come and see us later, okay?
I know where to find him.
Yeah, you know, Burke Mountain.
Burke Mountain people.
We know where to find you. Okay. Where are we in the program, Jen? Let's see here. Oh my goodness, we're so ahead of schedule. You guys are going to have so much networking time. Let's see. We want to give you a challenge. You know, when you're out there talking to people, don't talk to people that you already know. Mm-hmm. You know, go and meet somebody that you don't know.
Yes.
Hi. Sorry, what's your name?
You're like this, nice. Anybody with this sticker or the name tag is a co-author, so walk up to them, ask them who they are, which page. You should know by heart your page number by now, and then or have your book ready to go, and then walk around and make sure you talk to a lot of people and ask them what's their stories if you have time, because we're gonna be here until 4, so there's a lot of time. The gold table at the back is for signature. You can walk around. There's a lot of space to sign your book or to sign someone else's book. And now,
group photo.
Before, we are going to be doing the cake cutting after the group photo. So just so you know, every co-author, please come to the front.
Hi everyone, it's Cathy Cena with Tri-Cities Community TV. I'm also one of the co-curators of Faces of the Tri-Cities, and with me is Councillor Trish Mondewo, and she's going to talk to us about the impact of what it means to have an event like this. I know you didn't make it into the book this year, Trish, but I always love talking to you, and you have so much to say about International Women's Day, and what does it mean for it to be here in the Tri-Cities?
Thank you, Cathy, and congratulations on doing such an amazing job curating all the stories for the amazing people in our community. As you know, I'm a big believer in storytelling, and I truly believe that in the Tri-Cities, we have all these women that have stories to tell, stories that can empower other people. And the work that you did here is so critical in making sure that the story stays alive, right? And I like when Maya Angelou says, there's no greater agony than bearing an untold story.
Yes.
And what you have done is help tell that story.
Fantastic. Yes, and these 50 women in this book right here are all from the Tri-Cities. Either they work here, they live here, we believe that everyone has a story to share. What does it mean to you regarding International Women's Day and their new theme this year, Accelerate Action?
So your book is also very timely, right? How do you accelerate action? By really telling the stories, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a successes, so that someone else can either learn from the stories, learn from the mistakes, or they can be empowered so they can continue to accelerate the work that we do as women. So it is so critical for you to tell the stories, and I'm looking forward for you to find more women in the community and really highlight all their stories as well.
In this book, I have read stories from women that were told that they would never be police officers again, people that were bullied, people that have had mental health. It's really taken a lot with these women to take the courage to put their story on paper. We interviewed 50 co-authors that did write their story to us. What do you think about mental health and how it affects women today?
Mental health is so critical, right? Because the thing is, we have to remember that not everyone has that support system at home. Not everyone has someone that gets what they're going through. So you're creating the space where someone can come in authentically, be able to say, these are the challenges, and hear that someone else had the same challenge. It's the first step in really, demystifying, mental health. So yes, it's a critical topic that we need to talk about, and I'm happy that they were free to share in the book as well, because we must make sure that people realize that we all have our own battles to fight, and that there's no shame in sharing the story.
Well, fantastic, Trish. Thanks so much, as always, for being here and supporting us. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. I'm Cathy Cena with Tri-Cities Community TV. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you, Cathy.
Thank you. And now we're here with Ron McKinnon in the riding of Coquitlam and Port Coquitlam. Ron, thanks so much for being here. I have to say, you're one of the sole gentlemen that joined us today. You joined us with your wife. Why did you come to the event, and what's the impact of International Women's Day in the Tri-Cities? What does that mean to you?
Well, thank you. I, as I mentioned earlier, my life has been enriched by the presence of strong women in my life. My wife is strong women. My children are strong women, and I have a lot of strong women around me as colleagues, and meeting them through the community. It is invigorating. It is exciting to see events such as this, projects such as this, to recognize the voice and the proper place of women in our society. Women should have strong voices as well as being strong women. It enriches our society, it enriches our community, it enriches our country, it enriches our lives. So we need to continue to support strong women and to raise our children to be strong women as well.
Yes, earlier you said that, so many women's voices are suppressed. This is the reason why we wanted to co-curate this book, is so that women could have a voice. There's a lot of women in the book that have gone through PTSD, mental health issues, and also we're proud of the diversity and inclusivity that this stands for. Of course, we're getting right into Women's International Week. What do you think is happening with mental health right now in the Tri-Cities, as well as the diversity and inclusivity? Could you speak to that, please?
I think mental health initiatives in the Tri-City are certainly desperately needed. Many people are afraid of mental health, mental illness. They don't understand it, and that raises a barrier. It raises a barrier against people who are having difficulties. But we have to recognize that all of us have days where we're not at our best. All of us have days where we should have stayed in bed, where we would like to stay in bed. But for some people, those days go into years and months, and it's good to have people. It's good to have the supports that we have in the community for such people, so that we can all gain strength, so we can all learn to rise above it, and that's for everybody. But certainly, women in history, we've seen that they've been suppressed more than others, and we have to recognize that, and we have to make extra effort to overcome those long-standing restraints and constraints.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate your support and the powerhouse that stands beside you, your very own wife, Chris McKinnon. Thank you so much for both of you being here today and supporting us. And until next time, thank you again.
Thank you very much. I tell everyone that I was elected not as Ron McKinnon, but as Chris McKinnon's husband.
I'm going to concur with that. Absolutely. I'm here now with Angela Calla, one of the 50 co-authors in our book. Thanks so much for being here and supporting us, Angela. I wanted to ask you, what do you think the impact of having events like this do in our community?
They're critical in our community to amplify the voices of women around us. And when we support each other, we all rise. And we've all had something that we've overcome. And we are balancing so much. And so I believe sharing these stories, everybody can look at each and every one of these stories and say, I understand that. I felt that way too. I'm not alone. And I can overcome that too. And if I can't, I'm going to reach out to one of these 50 co-authors who may have walked in my shoes that can help show me the way.
Why did you think it was important to be in this book as a co-author? What sort of attracted you to it?
I've had the privilege of being involved in multiple projects, but there's nothing more important than where you live, work, and play. Yes. And with you and Jen at the helm of this ship, I knew that there was no deeper commitment to community and collaboration than who was at the forefront. So it was something that I immediately supported. And if I recall, I believe I may have been the first or second person to commit.
Yes, you were. You signed up ASAP. You did. Absolutely. I've read some of the stories of some of these women, and the resiliency that they have is really incredible. Everything from, someone being told they'll never work again in their field, that is so devastating, to, as I mentioned earlier, our visually impaired author, Sean Marsolet. What I love about this is the fact that there's diversity and inclusivity. What defines that for you? What is the definition of inclusivity and diversity for you, Angela?
It's really wrapping your arms around those that you may or may not know, but we all are one thing, Cathy, and we're all human. And our ability to connect will never, ever take anything away from us. And the more that we can connect and support each other, the more we will all be successful. I mean, I've always been of the philosophy that we live to give. So if we can give each other support, if we can give each other strength, if we can give each other the ability to not feel alone by sharing what we've gone through together, then that's the community that I'm proud to live, work, and play in. And that's what is so dynamic and great about this book, Cathy.
Well, we really appreciate you being in it, right here in your backyard. You work, live, and play right here in the Tri-Cities, Angela. Thank you so much. And maybe you can go and enjoy some cake now.
Oh, maybe. And thank you for putting this all together, Cathy. It's just
my pleasure. My pleasure.
I just love what you and Jen are doing, and I know that this is the beginning of a real legacy, not only in the Tri-Cities, but I know that this will connect in multiple cities around the world, and shall I say the globe?
I hope so. I hope you're right. Yes. Thanks so much.
Why not? If anyone can do it, it's you. One small change, Cathy, one small movement, and today is a step in that direction.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you.
I am now with Barbara Jones. Barbara is one of the co-authors of Faces, Tri-Cities 2025. Hi, Barbara.
Hello, Genevieve.
It's a pleasure to have you with us for the 2025 edition. Can you talk to us a little bit about your experience and the feeling that was to be like with all these beautiful women and the impact on the Tri-Cities, on the beautiful community of why you were doing this and why you're here, and tell us about all these beautiful details. I'm asking so many questions. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know. The whole thing was, and I saw this on Facebook, was Faces. I have to do this. And it was because I used to put masks up in my bathroom, and it was always the faces of Barbara. So to me, this was like, it's my opportunity. This is finally my time to write my book. And it's been very exciting. I just love all these women. I know so many of them, which is really nice. And it's really wonderful to be a part of this. So I really thank you and for encouraging me. All the encouragement that you gave me was amazing. So I'm so happy that I've done this. And now I can move on and feel that I've actually done another thing on my bucket list.
Amazing, amazing. I know last year, Barbara, you went through some really hard times. And when I reached out to you, you were a little bit tired, right? And I think anybody that we knew then they had some roadblocks in front of them, we made sure that we were able to remove those roadblocks and help them writing. And we did a bit of back and forth. Can you talk to us a little bit about your experience?
But my experience of writing was really hard. With you, it was really easy. With me to be able to sit down and start talking about my life, it was like, oh my gosh, what about this? What about this? What about this? Oh, this is crap. Throw that one away and start all over again. So with you keeping me in line and helping me with the outline and making sure that I put the important things in was amazing. It was a really good experience. I thought, oh, finally this is done. And so I'm really, really happy that you actually helped me. And
I'm going to cry. But I feel your story is going to inspire a lot of people. And sharing yourself, this is how we help people locally here or other women to stand up and share their stories. So what do you think will be the impact on the Tri-Cities, on our cities, of you sharing your story?
I believe once they see what I came through, and I'm still smiling, they'll be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it'll encourage them, I hope, that yes, I can go on. There is happiness. I just have to look for it. And it comes from within. And I think that's finally something that I've learned, just going through what I've been going through for the last little while, is that it's really amazing when you stop and think about what's important to you. And I'm hoping that the ladies that read this, even everybody who reads it, will find the same thing, that they will find encouragement and just start living their lives.
Barbara, your information is in this book. If someone wants to reach out to you, are you more than happy to help other people here locally in the Tri-Cities?
More than willing to help anybody who would like to sit down and have a conversation with me. And yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Barbara, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's very exciting.
I am now with Councillor Teri Towner. Teri is a co-author, and also she's representing the city of Coquitlam. And we're today at the Coquitlam Library, and we're so lucky to be hosted by them today. So welcome, Teri.
Thank you for having me.
Teri, what do you think being a co-author like this and bringing 50 women together like this, what's the impact on the Tri-Cities of a project like that?
Today I felt a lot of positive energy, and I got to put faces to names of people that I've seen in the community or crossed paths with them at different events, and I actually got to talk to them today, and we shared excitement about reading each other's stories. And I would say today was electric. Connections were made, and we now have everybody's information and stories and contact information from this book. And I think it's going to make our community even more connected and even stronger and more inspired than it was before.
What was your experience of writing? Is it hard to put your words on a paper? Tell me about that.
Yes, and I was thankful for your help. I gave you some ideas, and I got encouragement from other people in my life, but I did not really know how to articulate what I wanted to say. So I was very grateful that I sent you some raw thoughts, and you helped me refine those thoughts, and it ended up being exactly what I wanted to say. So I value that. But it was a very empowering experience. And at first, you asked me, and I declined the opportunity. But then I talked with other people, and I also suggested other people to join the book. So it was very empowering, inspiring, and I learned a lot, and I felt supported and encouraged.
I think having 50 women like this, because it's not just a book, it's not just Women International Day, rah, rah, rah. You know, it's also, we're creating a community. We have created a Facebook group with the 50 author, and we hope we can meet throughout the year and keep this beautiful community moving forward and being close to each other. And so what do you think about staying in touch? Are you excited about this beautiful opportunity of actually creating a 50-woman group that will be growing with years, right?
I am really excited about that. But even if you asked me that 24 hours ago, I would have been less excited. Still excited. But today, after being here and meeting the other women and talking with them and signing each other's books and sharing a bit of the stories, I'm even more excited now. Everything today was so genuine and authentic, you know, just community coming together. So yes, I'm completely excited to deepen the relationships with the people that I already knew and getting to know new people in my community.
What a beautiful impact we have, I think, on the Tri-Cities here.
Thank you for your vision and for bringing us all together and doing this project. It's very valuable, and it'll be immeasurable, I think, the impact down the road.
Yes, I think it's hard to imagine, but you know what? We throw it out there in the universe and we'll see where it goes. Well, thank you so much for taking 2 minutes to talk with me. Thank you for being a co-author and to be part of this beautiful community.
It was my pleasure, absolute pleasure. I'm really happy to be here today, so thank you again.
You're welcome, Teri. We're back here at Faces of Tri-Cities, and I have with me Mr. Alistair Kyle. Alistair was the main editor. He was the designer. He's done so much, and I have to say I know him very well as my husband. So welcome, Alistair. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for organizing, designing. He's done so much. I want to know now, what do you think this book has? What's the impact of this book on the Tri-Cities and all those beautiful ladies?
Well, I think it's nice to show the diversity of the area in general, with different nationalities, different walks of life, different upbringings, and it's sort of all brought together as a group, and it's made it into sort of a warm and fuzzy feeling. It's really nice.
What was your experience of doing this with us, other than wanting to kill us? But, you know, in general today, I saw you were like dancing around, you did so much, you were talking to people, you were really excited, I saw it. So please tell us, generally, like, what's you feeling inside right now?
My main feeling is I'm proud of you guys. I'm really proud of you, what you've accomplished, how you've sort of brought the whole community together, and I think it's just amazing that you've managed to pull it off in such a short period of time, and it's really been great. So,
well, we could not have done it without you. So thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. From the Tri-Cities Community Television, Cathy Cena and myself, Genevieve, thank you so much for watching us today. Thank you so much for being part of our community.